Alright guys, so how's it going today? So we're making this, I guess a video in the house, in my office / editing room. But anyways, you can see I got a video here. I'm going to show a little bit of it, but this, I don't know what else. These people are just getting to be ridiculous. They're taking this crap way too freaking far, and like, I don't get it. It's like, okay, so this George, I think his name was George Floyd or something, I can't remember exactly, but he was the guy, the black guy that died in Minneapolis, or that got murdered. Some people say that, you know, a lot of the cops were kind of denying it, saying that he died later on in the hospital, which was a bunch of bullshit. And he was murdered right there on the street, because there's video evidence of that. So, but anyways, after that, you know, there was all this rioting and stuff like that, and they're still freaking doing it. Like, this is like, how long has it been now since Floyd died? You know, like, I get that how he died was wrong. I get that. It was totally wrong, uncalled for. You know, totally. It totally is. You know, he didn't deserve to die that way, you know, so. But here's the thing. We got people now starting riots, and they're destroying buildings that have nothing to do with the fact that, you know, Floyd died. You know, they're breaking in the stores, stealing stuff, which it doesn't give you the right to go steal stuff just because a black guy got, you know, murdered. It doesn't give you the right to do that, you know. So, it's just, it's ridiculous. And now, this video here that I'm going to play, you guys might have to turn your volume up for that, because I can't get my volume any higher than this. So, but here's the thing. Now we got fucking stupid idiots trying to tear down statues. And what did the statue do to deserve being threatened like that? It's a fucking statue. It's a part of American history. It doesn't, you know, really mean anything. It's just, it's a part of history. You know, like, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't give you the right to rip shit down. There's been buildings burned for no reason. Absolutely no reason at all. Those buildings actually, you know, was somebody's job. You know, somebody worked there, and for you to go burn it down because you're pissed off because, you know, this African American guy got murdered. You know, okay, well, you're handling it the wrong way. You need to be fighting, you know, for George. You know. You need to be fighting for him. You don't need to be sitting there. Burning a building down does not prove anything. It just proves that you're a fucking idiot. You know, you wanna burn something down, you should have burned the police station down. And apparently they did that too. So, you know, and that's I'm okay with that, because, you know, even though, yeah, the police officers, they supposedly don't have a place to work now, which is a bunch of shit. They can work regardless. You know, sure, go after the policemen, you know, that did it. Don't go after like a Kmart or a Walmart or a Best Buy or anything like that that has nothing to do with George Floyd. Those places had nothing to do with it. You basically just destroyed a building, a business, for no reason. And you're looting it. You bust all the windows out. You go and you steal stuff. Which, again, just because somebody died, you know, the wrong way, that doesn't give you the valid reason to go and steal, you know, pairs of shoes that are worth hundreds of dollars, a TV that's worth probably like $600. Where in your brain does it click to say, okay, George Floyd, an African American man, dies horribly, and now this gives me the right to go steal everything in the goddamn world. I don't know where you get that thinking in your head. saying that this gives you a valid reason to steal. It doesn't. You're supposed to be, you know, having a protest or, you know, or some kind of a riot, whatever, you know, and do it in a, you know, a calm, like, well, you don't have to be calm about it. You can argue or yell or, you know, you can be pissed off, you know, but you don't need to be burning buildings down, you know. Like, it doesn't make sense. And then you people are not even doing what you're supposed to be doing and keeping that 6-foot distance between you and the other person because of this virus. Nobody's doing that anymore because of the virus. So now the virus is, supposedly, it's kicking up again. Well, geez, I wonder fucking why, huh? Because you got freaking idiots that are not keeping their damn distance. They're not. You know? It makes no fucking sense. Use your fucking brain for once in a goddamn while, and you know, and realize, okay, well, sure, I want to support George Floyd, however you pronounce his name. Do it in a responsible, respectful way. Acting like a wild monkey is not showing George respect. George is probably sitting, you know, wherever he went after he died, he's probably sitting there shaking his head. He's probably actually disappointed in how people are acting. You know, sure, you have a right to be pissed off, you know, and so definitely, you know, the family does. But you have to use common sense and know, you have to know where you can limit yourself. You know, you just can't go burn businesses down and start stealing shit because this African-American man got murdered. That doesn't give you the right. And now, what we're about to watch here in this video, saying that people have been trying to rip down a fucking statue now that has to do with American history. Really? Like, you can even see the fucking toe straps hooked up to it, and they're like trying to pull on it or something. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? And now Trump says that he's going to be forcing some heavy jail time. And I agree with that, because this is getting to be ridiculous. I mean, it's just, you know, I get that you're upset. Even I'm upset. But you don't see me going and rioting and burning other people's houses down or other businesses down, you know, because it's uncalled for, and it's not going to prove a point. It's not going to do me any good, you know. And then you got fucking people. There was people I heard too that were protesting or I guess rioting or whatever. I should say rioting, I guess. I don't know, but they were doing it on the street. And I guess there's just some people that are, I think some roads, they got shut down to allow that to happen, you know, for people to walk on the street and do whatever they got to do. But here's the thing, is that I guess apparently some people in their cars didn't get the memo, and they go bearing right through everybody. Everybody that's on the street gets freaking ran over. Like, I mean, I don't get it. Do you think that's really going to do you any good to run somebody over because they're protesting? You know, like, use that freaking common sense. If you see a road, you know, blocked with tons of... First of all, if a street is going to be closed off, where the fuck are the cops? The cops should be making sure that the road's closed off for whatever reason it needs to be closed off. And, you know, people just need to go a different direction. You know... But this has been going on way too long now, and things are just getting out of control. It's just, it doesn't make sense anymore. Now you're freaking ripping statues down that they're not even doing anything. They're statues. They're not saying anything smart to you. They're not flipping you the bird. You know, so leave them alone. I mean, for one, it is disrespectful to our country. Even like Trump says, it's disrespectful. You know, it would be just like you going and ripping the American flag down off somebody's roof and frickin' burning it, lighting it on fire. That's not showing our country respect. Now, this country, it's hard to show respect because there's so many things wrong in this country. Well, That's because this country's full of fucking idiots, and there's just no smart people left anymore. Nobody uses common sense anymore. It's just, I'm going to do whatever the hell I want, and you don't fucking like it, too bad, you know? So, let's watch this video here so we can get this over with quick. And, like I said, you have to turn your volume up. But, you know, it's just, it's ridiculous.
U.S. President Donald Trump is warning anti-racism protesters against vandalizing monuments. Protesters yesterday tried to tear down a statue of former U.S. President Andrew Jackson at Lafayette Square, which is across from the White House. Just moments ago, Trump made it clear he wants protesters to face stiff prison time and arrests.
We stopped an attack on a great monument, the monument of Andrew Jackson in Lafayette Park. And I just want to thank law enforcement. They did a great job. We were working very closely with the White House Secret Service and some of our executives. It was really, they did a great job. They stopped it cold. Numerous people are in jail and going to jail today. People are already there, but we're looking at long-term sentences under the Act. We have a very specific Monuments Act, and we are looking at long-term jail sentences for these vandals and these hoodlums and these anarchists and agitators, and call them whatever you want. Some people don't like that language, but that's what they are. They're bad people. They don't love our country, and they're not taking down our monuments. I just want to make that clear.
So, I mean, does it make any sense to, you know, to do that? I guess, you know, it's like, where is the, like, is it worth it? Is it going to be worth your trouble to rip a statue down and then, you know, you possibly could go to prison or do some jail time? Like, is it worth it? You know, it's like, just stop. You know, like, get over it now. I understand that you're still, you know, frustrated, but here's the thing. Okay, so this all started basically because George Floyd was murdered, and obviously this cop was a racist pig, which is obviously true. A lot of cops have been known to kill black people, and it's always a racist thing. Here's the thing, America, if you're all listening, there's always going to be racist people in this world. You're never going to get rid of them all. It's never going to happen. You know, same thing with cops. The cops are racist pigs, and another thing that cops are too is that they think they're above the law, and that's another thing that needs to stop too. You know, and people need to start realizing too that when you pay your taxes, I forget, it's either your land taxes or your work taxes. I guess it just depends on whatever you got, but some of that money actually goes to pay the law enforcement officers. You know, so they do work for us. They don't work for the government. They don't work for the state. They don't work for anybody but us Americans that are paying our land taxes, our work taxes, anything that's taxes related. We pay it. It goes. Some of it goes to road construction. Some of it goes to, you know, upgrading the town. It goes to the cops. It goes to the fire departments. You know, because a lot of them are volunteers, but it's still, you know, we still pay for the trucks and everything too. You know, and the ambulances and stuff like that. Anything that's got related to emergency crews and stuff like that comes out of our paycheck. It all does. I don't care what you people fucking say. We're paying for those cops, and you know, we're paying for those cops. So therefore, those cops work for us, and that's what needs to be getting out there, is that, you know, they work for us. And a lot of these cops, you know, they're getting to have a rotten attitude, and they are, you know, unfortunately, there are some racist pigs out there. You know, but the best thing to do, you know, is, sure, you want to, you know, protest or riot, whatever, that's fine. But, you know, don't burn down businesses that are not related to the problem. Go after the police department, you know, that racist cop was working for. You know, just go after them. You know, and don't go after freaking statues or freaking flags or or something like that, because that's not the problem. The problem is the racist pigs. But here's the thing, there's always going to be some. You can't get rid of them. The only thing that you can avoid, the only thing you can do, America, you know, is one, if you see a racist cop doing racist stuff to a black person, is get it on video. Everybody has a smartphone of some kind that has video recording technology in it. And if you don't, if you have like a flip phone, well, hell, even a flip phone should have some video, you know, technology, but it's probably such a low technology thing that, you know, it's not worth it. Well, then carry a little camera with you, you know. That was the thing too back in the day before everybody had, you know, smartphones. They would carry those little cameras, you know, and they would, if they wanted to take a picture or something, that's how they did it. But you know, now cell phones have cameras in them, so now you got a 2-in-1 tool, so it's more convenient that way. But the thing you can do is you can videotape it, you know, and then just get it out there, you know, and just make sure that the appropriate actions are taken against the law enforcement officers, you know, that they are fired. They can never ever get a job working as a police officer again. I got a feeling that even though these cops got fired, well, I guess they are doing, I think the main one that did the killing, they upgraded it to a, what the hell was it? It was the number 2 murder charge, I guess it is. I forget how that goes, but there's a 1, 2, and a 3, I think. Second degree, that's what I'm looking for. It's he first had first degree, which I believe is actually the lightest sentence you can get. And then there's second degree, which is a little bit of a heavier, you know, jail sentence. And then I believe there's a third degree, which is life in prison forever. You could never get out. Well, they upped it to a second degree now. He should have gotten a third degree, but whatever. But he'll be doing quite a bit of time in prison, you know. If he does get out of prison at some point, which will probably be in 40, 50 years probably. Who knows? I don't know. Every state is different. They have different laws, you know, prison sentences and stuff like that. So every state's a little bit different. But with time he gets out, he would never be able to work again anyway, because he'll be up there in age where he can retire. You know, he wouldn't have to work anymore. So, but then again, then he's living off the government, right? You know, he's getting money that way. He's getting money from us. But you know, but yeah, I mean that's just the thing. I mean, you're never going to get rid of racist pigs and racist people. It's going to be an ongoing problem. And now, since this racist shit's kicking in again, I think it was Amazon. Maybe it was Amazon. I can't really remember. But they're somebody was thinking about pulling Dukes of Hazzard from, I guess, their library, which is pissing me off too, because when the first major Confederate flag attack thing happened, that was removed from TV, and that was quite a few years ago, and they've never put Dukes of Hazzard back on. And I don't watch CMT, that's a country music channel, because anything that has a Confederate flag on it, like in a show, they blur it out. So I'm done promoting that channel. I don't watch that channel anymore, because it's bullshit. The Confederate flag is not racist, and I have one flag flying on my roof, right next to my yellow flag, which you can probably see floating there. So, you know, it's bullshit. It's just absolute craziness that you got idiots running around now trying to rip fucking statues down. It's like, just give it a rest already. Just, you know, quit. You know, you're never going to become ruler of this fucking country, you know. You want to be a ruler of something, then you need to stay at home, where you can rule your own house. You know, like right here. I live in my house. I'm the boss. I own this fucking place. I pay my land taxes. I pay the bills. You know, this is my house, right? I'm the boss of my own house. Nobody else. The cops are not going to come to my doorstep and kick me out. A random stranger just can't come up to me and say, get the fuck out of your house, I want to live in it. You know, it's not going to happen. But once you leave your property, it's, you know, it's basically state property. And, you know, because like the road, the highway there, that's a public, you know, road. But, you know, it kind of, even though you're on a public road, the cops can kind of still, they can kind of up their game a little bit more. Not by a lot, though, but just by a little bit. Whereas if you stand on your own property, cops can't do shit. You know, they simply can't do nothing. And if they try, well, you can sue them. You know. So, but yeah, I mean, come on, America. I get that you're pissed off that George Floyd, you know, got murdered, and you know, you want justice for him and all the other black people that have been murdered over the years, and you know, and there's been talk of that people want this racist shit to stop. Sure, it would be nice if it stopped. Sure, it would. This country would be a lot better off if it would. But guess what, America? It's not going to happen. You know, we live in a country, unfortunately, that, you know, it's supposed to be a free speech. We're supposed to be able to speak our mind, you know. So, but, you know, I don't know. It's just, you know, you gotta quit. It's time to stop, you know. Sure, you can still walk up and down the street, you know, waving a sign, you know, saying justice for so-and-so or whatever, you know, or whatever, or, you know, or something that's got to do with racist pigs, you know. Fine. That's allowable. It's I don't think it's illegal. But the main thing is that you can't be blocking traffic. You know, you just simply can't get in the way of things. You gotta allow, you know, you gotta allow this country to move on. You can't slow down the road, you know, because you want to walk on there with your sign. You know, you just can't do that. So, looks like there's a dog walking around on the road. I don't know who. Huh. I guess they both stopped. Well, there's one guy over there, he's mowing the school hill, and there's another guy mowing that yard over there, and they seen the dog wandering around, so they both stopped. I mean, it's not a stray dog. I know where that frickin' thing comes from. So, whatever. Seems like a friendly dog anyway. I guess they're not. Dog's not ripping that guy's arm off yet. So. But yeah. Yeah, it's just that, you know, people. I mean, I get it. I get that everybody's frustrated. Even I'm frustrated. But the thing is that you have to just, you know, stop taking it out on you know, statues. Quit taking it out on buildings that are not even related to the problem. You know, quit stealing stuff that's not yours, that you don't have a right to. You know, it's like, you want that $100 pair of shoes? Go buy them. Just because a black guy got murdered doesn't give you the right to go, you know, burn the place down and go steal a bunch of shit. It's just, that's the thing I don't get. I don't see how people think that way. You know, unfortunately, if you want something, you have to pay for it. You know, you don't get shit for free in this country, even though we should, but we don't. I mean, we definitely should be getting less than, you know, than that, but. And that dog came right onto my property. So, I gotta take care of that now. Okay, so I had that freaking dog came all the way into my freaking yard there. So, but, I don't know, it's just wandering around. Seems like the owners don't give a shit about it. And they're not the owners. The owners live down the street a ways. I see they don't give one fuck about their dog. So, But I told it to go home, but I don't know if it listens. But anyways, I got sidetracked by that. So yeah. So I guess kind of just the final words, you know, to America. It's just time to stop. You know, I mean, obviously nobody will you know, forget about George. You know, he'll always be in the back of our minds, you know, somewhere. Just like any other freaking black guy that gets freaking murdered for no reason. You know, people always, you know, especially black people, you know, they feel like they're, I guess I don't know how I should word it, like they're not welcomed here or something, you know. It's like, well, you are, as long as you behave, and you know, and you follow the laws, and you know, you don't do shit that's illegal, then you know, there's nothing to worry about. You know, I mean, there's a black family that lives literally right across the street from the farm, and they've been there for what, 4 or 5 years now, something like that, and they're actually good people. You know, they mind their own business. They have some farm animals, which is kind of rare for a black family to have animals, farm animals. But I guess it's a thing they wanted to get into, so have at it. But you know, they had a daughter, so you know, they're as far as I can tell, they're not into drugs. You know, they're not doing illegal things. I think the wife is actually, she works for the ambulance team, I think. I'm not sure what the husband does. I think he works at the bus plant here, but I'm not 100% sure. But, well, everybody's kind of laid off right now because of the virus, but, you know, it's just, I don't know. They're good people. This black family that lives by the farm, they're decent people. They're actually pretty decent people. The only thing that I kind of give them crap about is the fact that they don't mow their grass. Now, I just mowed my grass today, like a couple hours ago. You can see I striped it. Well, here's the thing. The black guy over there, he's just now mowing his grass for the first time. And I probably mowed about, I don't know, 6 times since the grass started growing. So, and he's only mowed his grass once. And his grass in his yard looks like crap because he lets it get, you know, like 3 feet tall. Well, first of all, that's extremely hard on your mower. And it looks like crap. And it's a breeding ground for mosquitoes. But that's the only downfall that I've found so far with them, you know, is that he doesn't bother to mow his grass. It's like maybe once or twice a year he'll do it, and that's it. Like, that's not how you do it, buddy. It's not a hayfield. It's your yard. You mow it once or twice a week, depending on weather conditions and crap like that. You do it. He just picked up another mower because his first one crapped out. You know, another thing, too, is that he's getting these small mowers, and they don't really do anything, so he needs to get a big mower. That's what he needs to get. Then he'll be rocking and rolling pretty good there, so... But I imagine money's kind of tight because he's not working, I suppose. But the bus plant should be open because North Dakota, I believe they've opened now. You know, so people can work. So, but, yeah, I mean, they're good people. There's a lot of black people in this world that actually are decent. They're actually worth being friends with. They're actually worth hanging out with, you know. Hell, my grandma said that she wants to go talk to that black family that lives across the street. She wants to go talk to them and take a look at their farm animals because she's kind of interested in seeing what they have, because we don't have nearly what they have. We only have like 4 chickens and a goose, and then, you know, of course, then our cows. But cows are that's where our money comes from. Chickens and the goose, they're just kind of more like pets. You know, they're just there for fun. So we had a lot more chickens than that, but we're slowly losing them because, you know, old age and stuff. So. But my grandma's getting up there in age now, so I think once she runs out of chickens, she's not going to get any more, but whatever. It's, you know, she's getting up there in age anyway, and I'm not really into chickens too much. I'm more into cattle, so. But yeah, it's just the point that, you know, there are a lot of good black people out there, and, you know, they they work for a living, just like us regular fucking white people are supposed to work, you know? You know, but it's just the fact that, you know, this crap needs to stop. You know, threatening to rip down a statue, uncalled for, you know, the statue didn't ask for it, you know. You need to be going after the cops, you know. And like I said before, you're never going to get rid of the racist pigs, you know, because they're always going to be out there. The best thing you can do is protect yourself at all costs. Have cameras in your cars. Like, you know, you can use GoPros, hidden cameras, dash cam cameras. Get some cameras in your cars. If you're going out into a public place like a restaurant or Best Buy, Walmart, Walgreens, you name it. If you're going into a public place, wear a body camera. They're expensive, but again, you can use a GoPro as a body camera too. You know, just arm yourself with cameras, so then that way, if something does go down, whereas a white cop is beating up a black guy again and choking him out with his kneecap, you can get it on video. You have audio of it. You know, and GoPros are really good for a wide shot. You know, so you can, you know, you can get a good view of everything. The audio, not the greatest. You have to use an external mic for that if you want really good audio. But video pretty much says it all. So, but yeah, you know, I mean, it's just do what you can without burning a place down. That's what I'm just saying. It's just an uncalled for thing that we do not need. Like I said, I get it, guys, you know, in America, that you're upset. I get it. I'm not happy either. Trust me. I am not happy about the fact that George died the wrong way. But you don't see me going out burning down a freaking building because I'm pissed off. Yeah, I'm pissed off. The thing that would make me feel happy is if they sent that cop to my place and I got to punch him in the face. Then I would feel happy about it. But knowing that he's getting prison time, you know, good. I don't have to worry about him. That's one less fucking scumbag on this, you know, that's on this earth. You know, the justice system, the court system did their job. You know, they don't always do their job. A lot of times people disagree with that, and that's fine too. Everybody's going to disagree on one thing while the next person agrees to it, you know. Freedom of speech, it's America, we can all think our own ways, but burning a building down doesn't solve a thing, you know. And neither does ripping down a freaking statue. It's uncalled for. It's just unbelievable how people act. You know, and then you're not keeping your fucking distance, so then you're spreading the fucking coronavirus all the more. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Use your fucking brain. Yeah, some people are wearing masks. Sure, masks don't really fucking do anything, because apparently it goes through your goddamn eyeballs. Fucking doctors don't know fucking shit either, so. But anyways, guys, yeah, I'm going to take off. I just wanted to get that out, you know. It's just like, it's enough. Come on, America. Like I said, I get it that you're pissed off and shit. I'm pissed off too. But I'm not going to go burn down a fucking building because of it, you know. And I'm not going to rip a goddamn statue down. The statue did nothing to us, so. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. I'm going to go, I guess, enjoy the rest of my afternoon, I guess, or whatever. And do what I got to do, so. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. So I guess have a good day and stuff. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Take her easy.